Good evening, folks. Ginger, get over here and lay down. Come here. Lay down. Don't look at me like that. You know I'm in business. Lay down. You want a cracker? Here. Hello, Ginger. Oh, come on, it don't take you a year to eat that. Here. Now go lay down. Crazy dog. Sorry, guys. Trying to keep this steady, but I'm gonna have to get me a new computer. Just saying. This is crazy. I don't know why I can't get on there with my other computer that's in there. Well, I do know why. It's trying to upgrade or something. And it's too old to upgrade. Psst. Oh, goodness gracious. Hello, Julie. How are you tonight? Everything's going good. It's just I'm a little depressed because they did not accept my offer, and wouldn't do a counter offer, and then turned around and we looked it up tonight and they've dropped the price $11,000. I don't understand it. My problem is I've got to sell this house to get the property. So my daughter's coming up here tomorrow to help me pack some. Hopefully I can get it all packed. I need to call. I think I'm going to go ahead and call some investors and see if they'll come in and do the repairs so I don't have to worry about that. Maybe it'll all work out. I don't know. I have my heart set on this property, but if it ain't God's will, it ain't God's will. But I get a phone call when I'm over cooking for Virginia today, and cooking her dinner and everything. Well, actually, I cooked it here, and I took her some dinner. I made short ribs and coleslaw, and she had some potatoes that were come with her meal that she normally has, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good eating. I had a sweet potato over there, but I just didn't feel like. But I could put it in the microwave and heat it up, but I just didn't. It was delicious too. I think I'm going to pull out some more of that big packages of meat and try to can it up and get it ready to go too, since I can pack and stuff like that and can at the same time. That way my jars will be full and I don't have to worry about how I'm going to cook and everything there. I've got so much to work out, so it is what it is. It'd be nice if I could find a piece of property that I liked for a reasonable amount of money like this one is, and um, it have already water, septic, and light pole. That would be the bomb. I took the Mississippi pot roast recipe into a meatloaf. It was pretty good. I experimented. Good. My Wilma was telling me that she made meatloaf tonight, and it's so funny. Um, we had one time when I was up there, we had purchased some really big carrots. I get them all the time down here at the um, produce stand in Melbourne when I go down there. But she was telling me, oh yeah, I went and got a 30-pound bag of carrots, those big old carrots. And I said, oh, she's going to be canning her some carrots, you know? And so she made some for dinner tonight with meatloaf and mashed potatoes and cream corn and what else did she say she had? Butter beans and baked beans and biscuits. That's the reason why every time I go to Georgia I gain weight. I'm gonna have to really be careful when I move there, because if I go over there too much to eat, I will gain a lot of weight. Hello, Miss Linda. You've been putting up some neat Facebook stuff, Miss Linda. I like your new bottles. That tea is so good. See, I didn't make that much gravy. Smashed taters and green beans. Yum, yum. That sounds delicious. Wilma has to make a lot of extra food because she's got two sisters that are very picky eaters, and some of them will eat some things and some of them won't eat another, so she usually has to make 2 extra sides all the time. Cool. So did I tell you? I was rambling, so I don't know if I told you or not. I think I started telling you. I don't remember if I told you. Tonight I got a phone call from the neighbor. Hey, Barb, how are you, honey? That while I was over at Virginia's, I think I started telling you and I didn't get it finished. I'm not sure. My mom's rubbing off on me. Anyways, she called me up and there's well, you know, they're in their late 70s, or I think they're in their 70s. I don't know whether it's late 70s or middle 70s or whatever. And so 18-year-old would be a kid to them, and it's a kid to me. So anyways, she called me out and said, Chris said that there was kids out there stealing your mangoes. I'm like, fantastic. Well, he didn't know where they came from or who they were. I was going to call them all, and I said, it ain't even going to, it'll just take up my time and be a total pain. I wish I could get out of this place faster, but I just can't. Barb, I don't know if you knew that I'm moving. I'm trying to buy property. I'm packing up my house and getting everything. Hi, honey. And trying to get everything sold. But, and I'm going to tell you how sweet David is. I'm looking at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gallons of water that he brought up for me, filtered from his house, because of the stuff that's in the water here. It's got plastic in this water, so I'm not drinking it anymore. I'm even making my tea with the water he brings me. And David, you weren't on here, I imagine, whenever I was telling Julie about the property. Okay, not only did they not accept my thing and not give me a counter offer, but they lowered the price today on that property, $11,000. Go figure. So I'm going to call Jace tomorrow and find out what is going on. Unless they just need the money as soon as possible, and then they're really kind of screwing themselves, because it's a sure thing for me. So anyways, when I get off of here, I'm going to put it back, let the people from church know that's what's going on, because I forgot to do that before I got on here. Hey, Miss Brenda. So I need all the prayers I can get, figure this out, and get it taken care of, and get this house packed up to go. Now, I'm a little bit upset with Miss Ginger today, too. She took off out the front door when me and my mom was not cooperating when I left here today to go feed Virginia. She did not want to come. I had to coax her out the door, and before I could get her out the door, the dog ran right past us and out across the street, and I had to try to chase her down. But I have learned something. She stopped when I said no. She knew that I meant business. So I have got to remember that next time, to really firmly say no, because she literally stopped in her tracks, turned around, and came back home. But I was running all over the place with her. I put a little bit of food in there and entice her. She can have just eaten. I swear that dog's freaky. You put noise to that bowl and she will come a running. I don't care whether she just got done getting the last bit of food out of it. So I can't wait to do this, and I want y'all's opinion. Should I change my name of my channel when I move? Or would you just leave it like it is? I love my name, but I'm just thinking, I'm making a lot of changes. I wonder if I should change that too. Why would you change it? I don't know. I just thought it would make a new name for it. I don't know. I do like my name. It fits me. I am a miracle, a living miracle. I like the name. It will work wherever you are. Okay, I'll leave it alone. I can't wait. I cannot wait to. I'm hoping that if there's any little bit of money left over after I get done with what I want to do, I'm hoping to get some extra beehives and stuff like that started, and I'd like to buy a few sheep and some goats just to run through the property to help clear it. Thank you. Alright, I'll leave it alone. I've toyed with that thought a couple of times. I thought, I wonder if my name keeps people from coming in here because, you know, you never know. I try to be a testimony for the Lord, and anyways. So I don't know if I'm going to take Chester with me, though. I have been fighting this decision to get rid of him for several months now because he's so destructive. He digs holes to China, and I'm scared that that I'm going to get hurt from him, you know, especially if I have to go out in the dark. And he eats chickens if he gets a chance, so I'm concerned about him being. I don't know how he would be with other animals on the farm. Now Ginger, she don't bother my chickens at all, but I'm gonna tell you something. There won't be ever a possum on my property because she'll eat them. Well, she won't eat them. She'll kill them. She's the best possum hunter I ever was. And she don't care how big they are either. Do you, girl? What are you chewing? I gotta bathe her tonight and put some more stuff on her because she's just chewing away. Ugh. Are you guys still there? I don't see the bars over there on the bars. I don't know. I'm cool. Alright, sweet. Glad you guys are still here. So Becky's coming up here. Pray, please pray that me and Becky can get a lot of stuff packed up. I have got to get up first thing in the morning and go purchase some more totes because I can't get any boxes. I have not been able to find any boxes yet. Have you put your place up for sale yet? No, I have not. I wanted to try to pack everything up so that somebody could see it bare bones. Now, you got to realize I still have not finished my I'm in the middle of remodeling my house. I've needed to put flooring down in my bedroom and in the kitchen and the dining room and replace the cabinets in the kitchen. So Dollar General usually has boxes. Oh, okay. I will go and check with them in the morning too. I don't know if my daughter got any or not. I had her go by at Dollar General where she lives today and get boxes, but I don't know if she went there or not. She may have to go by in the morning. Seems to me like I'm supposed to do something tomorrow. Really early. That's going to drive me crazy. Oh well. So, I haven't spoke to Holland and Lily today. I believe I spoke to them yesterday morning. Was the last time I spoke to them. And they made it through the storm. They still didn't have any power. So that might be another reason why he hasn't called me back. Teresa and now Paul and Lily have a ton of flooding going on. The water is all the way up to the bridge, and just a ton of water and trees down too. And then Teresa and Lee had a tree come down. Lee had to cut up, and they fared pretty well, I guess. So, just praying for everybody in these stupid storms this year. They've been out of control. And they say that's another reason why I want to get out of Florida, because they say hurricane season is going to be heavy and hard this year. Good evening, Christy. How are you tonight? You must have went to church tonight, or are you just coming in late? The storms have been really bad this year. Yeah, everywhere. Everywhere. All the way across the United States. I don't have... Ginger, that's enough. Ginger. That's enough of that. You're going to make yourself raw, girl. Just late, had to get things done before dark. Oh, good deal. I'm glad that's why you were late, but I would rather you be able to go to church, but I know how it is. So I was telling David, you know what? I think essentially it's going to be cheaper for me to live when I get in Georgia. I really do believe it's going to be cheaper for me to live, because I won't have a water bill at all. If I have what do you call it? A well. I won't have sewage to pay. I won't have garbage pickup to pay. I'll have to go and take it to the place, but I am going to be probably burning some of it too. I had about 8 teenagers walking past the house, and the dogs were upset. Yeah, I had teenagers out here stealing my fruit. Hello, Nancy. I think think I'm out in La La Land somewhere today. Yeah, you and me both. Let me tell you, yesterday was hard. When he told me that they turned my offer down, I was heartbroken. And I can't say I didn't have a few tears, because I did. But I wiped it off and said, okay, God, it's all in your hands. I'm putting it in your hands. You know what to do. So I'm thinking, because they're going down again, I'm thinking if I could sell this house, quickly, then um, I could go and pay, if I could sell it right away, I could go and pay them cash for it, and they might take less too. So we'll see. You said they lowered the price, make another offer. I'm gonna do that with Jace tomorrow, but we'll see. I don't understand. They haven't had any bites on it, Jace told me, so I don't understand why they didn't even want to counter offer. It's just weird. And then them in one day lower the price. That was really weird. Partially got a new alternator and battery, couple of tires, but couldn't afford fix suspension. Yeah, that stuff's expensive. My cousin got herself a new air conditioner to put in her window, and I helped her do it a couple of weeks ago. I don't remember how long ago it's been. It was before I went to Georgia, so it's been at least 2 weeks ago. Just a little bit more than 2 weeks ago. She gave me a little window unit that she took out of there because it wasn't big enough for that room. She had gotten another one. It's a little rusted, but hey, I said, this is pretty cool. So now, if I need air conditionings, I've got 4 little air conditioners. No matter where I'm at, I can put the air conditioner on if I need it. One of them is really loud. You can hear it running right now. But it puts out, it sounds like crazy, but it sure puts out the cold air. It literally is filling this room and the dining room and kitchen too with cool air. They want you to up your offer. Yeah. Barb, I also had my dog badly injured and a big vet bill. I had to put him to sleep. Oh. You got that right, Kristen. My money tree died a long time ago. Yeah, mine too. And the trees that save me money, the fruit trees that save me money, people are stealing my fruit or breaking the limbs and tearing them up. I'm so fed up with this place. I just can't wait to be out of here. I never found the money tree. My dad kept telling me to go find. Yeah, well, I say I lost mine, but I never found it either. I've never had any money. But I've always managed. God's always provided for me and David. I mean, I don't know how we did it on a little bit of money. But times were different then. I could go and spend, you know, I think it was like 50 to 60, $75, depending on what they had at the farmer's market. Come back and sell part of it to make up for the cost of the gasoline and stuff like that in my car, and always come out even, and literally feed so many people that couldn't afford it in our church. You would not believe the food that we shared with our lovely friends that were in need like us, and how we would take care of one another. Times are not like that anymore. People don't give a hoot about their family, much less than their neighbors or their friends. It's crazy. You get people in our age groups, because we're all pretty close to the same age, I think, give or take 10 or 20 years. You know, we're all over 40, and we just shared. Linda Marie used to tell me I was the richest man on the planet. Yep, you are. You got that right, Catherine. Hi, David. Yep, with the Lord, you are the richest man in the world. But I can't wait till my daughter sees how much I've packed, and I'm gonna get off of here and pack some more. I think I'm going to go ahead. Uh, I've got some Christmas paper and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna put that in the bag for garage selling and stuff like that. I've got so much stuff to do tonight before she gets here tomorrow to help me. I read a Dave Ramsey book and ended up crying because I realized God had helped me and the kids survive where we shouldn't have been able to. That's alright, I knew what you were saying. I know you weren't swearing. And it's like, you know, I don't know if I told y'all the story. I was telling my cousin about it yesterday, and then last time I was over there too. You know, my mom, sometimes I tell her things twice. There was 16 people in our house at one time, and my mom was assistant manager at the Crystal Restaurant in Cocoa Beach, and she literally paid all of our bills and fed everybody in the house on Crystal Restaurant salary. How she did it, I will never know. And she had to pay my grandmother for babysitting us kids. Now, if that ain't something, I don't know what is. I do not understand it. For the life of me, I don't know why she put up with it. I just don't understand it. And you know what? But it's just God. God does things so wonderfully. You know? I really do believe. He just, you know, we might screw up our lives and do stupid stuff, but He's always right there to catch us. And right there to help us through whatever we're doing. So, anyways, we did eat a lot of snack foods. My daughter said we ate real food. Oh, we didn't eat a lot of snack foods. My daughter said we ate real food. Yes. And that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, it just dawned on me, you saying that. My grandmother, even though my mom had to pay her, my grandmother always had a garden out back. We always had beans. She would she would make pinto beans. We would cook things that was not very expensive to make. Well, they're expensive now. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know how. A macaroni noodle box that used to cost 15 cents is now $1.78. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I couldn't afford chips and all that. Yep. And I don't know how my mom's. I don't even know what my mom's payment was on her house. Um, and she wouldn't remember now if I asked her. But I know that she had to put a second mortgage on it because she didn't have the money to pay bills at times, you know. And then she'd get stuck with a high interest rate, and it was terrible. My mom could make a gourmet meal from nothing. Yep. Yes, I went by the church and had nachos. um. Well, you know, and David's the funniest. He says to me sometimes, he'll say, I miss those veggie days when you make me a vegetable plate and that's what we'd eat. I'm like, I can still make that. Hey there, Miss Teresa. I'm glad you're safe at home. That's all right, Christy. I would have never known any difference. I've got to get in. Maybe me and Becky will go in the hives tomorrow if we get a chance. If she gets up here early enough. Unless I could sweet talk. David, are you still in here? Maybe I could sweet talk him into coming up here early in the morning and get in the hives. I've got to spin that honey. I am out of honey. I'm heartbroken. I'm out of honey. And he ain't brought me none. Y'all probably think I'm crazy, but I'm excited for the stupidest things. I'm excited to be able to possibly forage and find mushrooms. I'm excited to maybe make a, a spot and fence it in and make a mushroom farm on the property. There's so many things that I want to do, and I'm just like, why can't I just have this house finished and packed and out of here? want to go through and have to paint everything and do the floors and do the kitchen. But I will if I have to. Yeah, it is exciting. it and 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 you know, until I get it how do you say, until I get it uh, some of it cleared, I'd like to get some goats to be able to help clear it. And I'm excited about that, even though I don't like goats. I want to try goat milk. Hope you and Lee and family are well. In the Lord's time. Yes, it is in the Lord's time. And I'm also, and then I start walking around my yard and I gather up all these beautiful tomatoes and blackberries and beans and what else did I get in there? A couple of different kind of tomatoes. And I'm looking at the, oh, and I got 2 racks of bananas. And I'm looking at the, what do you call it? Oh my goodness gracious, my brain is not working. I'm looking at the grapes and all this, and all the little critter cages I've made, and thinking, oh Lord, I have to take all this down, and it's very depressing. To be so excited and depressed at the same time is really rocking my world. It's really hard to do all that living in a house. It's really hard to do all that living in a house. I've fixed up a lot of places, but preferred doing it before I moved in. Yep. We have always had to live in the house as we fixed it up. Yep. And the saddest part is, I had a child that was very destructive. So there's things that have to be fixed that she destroyed. So yeah, and I think once, hey, I'm gonna tell you something. If this house was empty, I could get the floors and the walls painted in less than a week. But it's empty in the house, and the problem is, for me, where do I put my how do I empty it to put it into something? I've decided, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bed down in the in this first room here where I've got the food and all the totes now, and still have a little bit of stuff that I need to pack up sewing wise and stuff like that too. So and just use that for totally nothing but totes and boxes and everything, so that it's the first thing to come out. My daughter's going through that, moved in and painting floors, etc. a baby any day now. Yeah, I've been praying for her. Learn to make do till we had money. Yep. And I'm just like, okay, so I only have a couple more payments left on my truck. So that's another thing that will go way down financially for me. Um, and I'll own that free and clear. So I'm trying. What I really want to do is be totally free of debt. And I don't know if I spoke to you guys about this or not. When I had my heart attack, I had zero income for quite some time, and I was living on um, credit cards and what little bit of money that I had. And I, God just provided. He really did. He provided. I know that it's not the right way to live on credit cards, but that's what I had to do just to be able to survive. And it's always worked out. So I'm still paying off credit cards from then, and I believe if I can get what I want out of the house, I believe that I can literally be free and clear of all debt. That's what I'm praying for. Lucky for me, my cousin and aunt had a hardware store, and I could get the paint and make payments over a few paydays. Cool. And I've got to literally clean off the porch and the garden and everything. I'm going to take, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I think I'm going to take all of the fencing down. I'm going to talk to my daughter and find out, once we spend the honey, I think we should move the bees down to her house, because I'm giving her my honeybees. And I think I'm going to put the rabbits in the freezer. I know this is going to sound terrible, ain't it? I think I'm going to harvest the rabbits. They're going to be tough, though. I know they are, because they're old. But, hey, if all else fails, that's dog food. If I can't eat them, the dogs can. Let's see, paint's expensive now. Well, everything is. Yep, that's true. And like I said, I'm going to try to can everything that I can do before I move too, so that the jars will be full. I did eggs. I did all of the eggs except for 2 dozen. Was it yesterday? I think they finished off yesterday. I put them in on Monday, I believe. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm so bad. But at least I'll have food, right? There's not much that I'll have to buy in food-wise. And I do know that when I do buy food, I'm going to have to figure out extra money, because in Georgia they charge tax on food. I thought when I was in Kentucky and they charged tax for food, I was like surprised. I didn't know that Georgia did too. I guess there's more. Guess there's a lot of states that charge taxes on food, and I never knew that. Florida's never charged tax on food. Not, not fresh food or packaged food that you get now. Anything cooked and stuff like that, there's taxes on it, especially from restaurants and such. Yeah, prices are scary for all kinds of stuff, not just um, building supplies and stuff like that. It's just crazy. And I know if I had everything out of this house and packed up, that it'd be so much easier to clean and finish painting and everything and set up everything. It'd be so much easier. So, I don't know. My mine does not charge tax on food. Oh, I thought Kentucky did. Where was it that we got charged taxes on food then? Maybe it was Georgia the whole time and I thought it was Kentucky too. Well, I'm glad you straightened me out on that, Miss Teresa. I appreciate that. My brain just thought maybe it was Georgia all along. Missouri charges tax on food. I just don't understand that. I don't even think they charge tax on soda pop here. Now I know they do on beer and alcoholics drinks, like when I buy the vodka for my tinctures and such like that, or what else is it? I think I got bourbon too for that. But anyways, any alcoholic beverages they do. Some states do. Yeah. Iowa, tax free on food. They charge tax on food here. Oh wow, Tennessee does too, huh? Really, Brenda? I didn't know that. Maybe it's just because I was raised here and didn't know any better anywhere else, but I never knew anybody ever did. And let's see. So it's kind of funny too. There's one place that I stop between here and Wilma's and get gas, and it's always 20 to 40 cents difference than it is here and at her house. Is that funny or what? And it's only a few miles out of my way, so I always stop and do that. Nope, let's see. No, not here. Tennessee tax is cheaper than here. We have to pay state, city, and county tax everything we buy. Wow. I don't know what we pay for taxes on. I know we've got to pay taxes on our car tags and all that kind of stuff. That's another thing I've got to make adjustments for is that my changing all the tags and stuff on my car and um, if I get me a little camper or something other. I'd love to find a little camper. I really would love to find a little camper to put on there just for staying in until I get something that I really want. But I just haven't seen anything yet. They do occasionally tax-free weekends on food in Tennessee. Oh, that's neat. That would be hard. I can't imagine having to be a vendor or a store or something other to figure all that out. Now, something I've been thinking about, like right here, there's a lot of candy, freeze-dried candy sales. I think that I could probably find a place to put freeze-dried candy out too. Did you get the property or have you heard anything yet? Okay, Teresa, I'm sorry you weren't in here whenever I was telling about it. This is what happened. I put the bid in, talked to Jace on Friday or Saturday, I think, one of those 2 days. And no, it's Friday because I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to bother him on the weekend. Everybody deserves a weekend. He said he had not heard anything from them back. So he had put in another request for them to answer him, and he didn't get no word from them. So Tuesday, I called him. I think I called him, or he called me. I believe I called him. Yes, I called him. And then he had not heard anything from them, and he put in another request for them to answer him. And then yesterday, I believe it was, they had turned down my offer. Broke my heart. Made me cry. And would not, absolutely refuse to make a counteroffer, which I thought was a little strange. And so did Jace. Because, they wouldn't even say whether they would take a different offer. You know what I'm saying? Little did we know that today, it had to have been this morning, they dropped it another $11,000. So another thing I think is bizarre is when we look at the property on Zillow, there's two pieces of property. I would like the bigger one because number one, it's cheaper. Well, I have to do the math now because both of them are both of them have gone down, so I have to do the math. When it originally started out, the larger property was like $100 or something like that cheaper per acre. 100 something cheaper per acre. Then one's 27 point something other, one's 25 point something other. Anyways, both of them have the same exact pictures on Zillow. How is that possible? How can you walk two pieces of property and make the same exact pictures? That's not the property. How can you put up pictures that is not the property? Let's see. When we were military, we listed Florida as our home state because of no sales tax, no state tax. Yes, I don't have state tax here. I think I know what you're talking about. Now, I don't know if Georgia has state tax. I'll have to find that out. We have a tax-free weekend right before school starts. Now, we have tax-free weekend too, or tax-free week, I don't know, before school starts. And but it's not on just anything. It's on specifically school stuff. Did you get the property? I already read that. That's where I was at. Yeah, I've seen freeze-dried candy for sale in stores. Yeah. Yeah, that's weird having the same picture. So, anyways, I just believe it's in God's hands and He's going to fix it all out just exactly the way it's going to be. And I pray it's that property, but maybe He's got something better in store for me, you know what I mean? So, I'm not going to shed any more tears. I will say that. I think that it was more of a release for me because I had been so wound up and scared to death that I would not get this house packed up fast enough and get it sold fast enough to be able to purchase it. But if they keep dropping it, I'm not going to be able to purchase it. Somebody else will pay for it, you know? Thank you, Teresa. I need all the prayers I can get, not just for the property. Oh, my emotions and the devil has really been getting a hold of me. My anger has shot through the roof several times lately. Yes, Lord, you're tempting what is best for her. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's so so scary whenever you lose your temper and you are totally out of control. And there's a certain person that just really, really fries my brain and makes me not be able to think of anything. And I know it's a devil. But I am trying to smother that person with love. She can be so evil at times. I think I'm getting mosquito bit here. Gonna go get outside things done. Love and prayers for everyone. Thank you, Barb. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, has anybody got any prayers? Oh, it's after 10. Prayer request for me? Oh, my dogs will hide when I get like that. Christy, I didn't know you could get like that. And I'll tell you something, that dog has destroyed my yard in the back. I mean, there is holes everywhere that I'm going to have to fix. I'm pretty sure that um, I've got to take down. I think I'm going to. Um, I think I'm going to offer the kids a chance to dump out my raised beds out there and take them down for me. Everybody hides when I get like that. Well, it's bad enough. My anger was so bad enough that if I had said anything to this person, I would not have shown Christ in me at all. And all I could do was say, okay, God, click, and hang up. So, God's going to take care of that matter too, I believe. I really do believe it. So. No prayer request, anybody? The girl dogs accept my apology, but Charlie looks at me like, you yelled at me. Pray for my eyes, please. I'm still having problems with floaters, headaches, and seeing blurry spots. Going to neurologist Monday. You got it, Teresa. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pray, guys. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for keeping my friends safe during these nasty storms. I thank you that they didn't get too much damage. I pray, Lord, that Holland and Lily have their electric back. I thank you for all that you do for us on a regular basis, Lord. I want to lift up Teresa and her eyes. I pray, Lord, that you wash those spots that she's seeing, those floaters, out of her eyes and make her see whole again, and get rid of the headaches and other symptoms that she's having, Lord. Just erase it and let it show as a miracle that you have accomplished for her, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you continue to bless her and Lee and show her how much you love her, Lord. I thank you, Lord, for everyone on here, Lord, and I pray that you continue to work in people's health. I know Brenda and Nancy and everybody on here has had issues with health. So I pray, Lord, that you continue to heal and give them what they need, Lord. I want to lift up Susan. She's been struggling with her health too, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you bless her. And Christy's daughter, Lord, let her deliver a beautiful, healthy baby without any complications and not very much pain, Lord. And I thank you for giving her the chance to be a mama. Thank you for fulfilling her life with such a beautiful thing. I know it was awesome when I had my children. It's even more awesome whenever I'm a grandma. So I just thank you for children filling our lives with full of joy, aggravation, and all of the things that come with child rearing. I just thank you for it. It not just helps our children grow, but it helps us grow as Christians, Lord. Nobody can test us like our children, our siblings. So I just pray, Lord, that you make peace in the family and things to go better, Lord. And I just thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do for me. Continue to bless me and work all this little pieces out, and please give me peace so that I'm not stressing anymore about what to do, about this or that, and this or that. Give me a straight on shot what I need to do, and I'll get it done with your help. Thank you, Lord. Amen. Oh, I bet y'all didn't think I'd ever stop praying, huh? I've been praying and praying and praying for days and days. It just seems like I'm doing more praying than actually speaking. And Mama's struggling with a lot, so y'all please keep her in your prayers. I don't know. One minute she's here and the next minute she's not. She's gotten very frustrated. Um, she wants to come with me and she can't, so that's really, really hurting her terribly. So, Kathy, I emailed you about the yarn. I hope you got it. Yes, I did. I went on one of them already, but I have been so busy, Nancy, I just haven't had a chance. But I will, I will, um, I will get on there and check those out. I think I'm going to uh, get a special tote and name it Kentucky, so that I can put the stuff that I have crocheted and knitted and stuff in there for to sell while I'm up there. I need to talk to Linda too, because different times of the year, Linda um, has a booth in Warrenton. Um, with a whole bunch of different people of selling all kinds of things. So thank you. I appreciate that, Nancy. Oh, and there's one thing that I forgot to tell you guys to pray for me specifically about, and that's my ears. My ears are literally giving me a fit. They're popping. I've never had wax in my ears, and all of a sudden now I've got wax in my ears, and this ear I could swear there's something in it, because it was making that whoa, 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 whoa. After I cleaned it really good with the um, um, wax candle thing. I don't know if you've ever heard of candle um, ear candles. Well, I've been using them on my ears for years, and I've never been able to get wax out of my ears. Well, I'm getting wax for the first time in my life, and it is really weird. My ears keep filling up. Jesus, comfort Kathy's mom and help her to think clearly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Christy, that means a lot to me. Sounds like fluid behind the eardrum. I don't know. And, you know, I'm kind of stuffy feeling tonight. But when I wake up in the morning, I'm like sneezing and blowing and sneezing and blowing all morning until I get moving around good. Now, when I open my eyes, I don't have any problem breathing. But when I'm asleep, I don't have any problem breathing. It's as soon as I open my eyes and start moving around. That's where all my wax went. Yep, Brenda. It's weird. I can't believe I've got wax in my ears. It's weird. Anyways, guys, thank you for coming in. I'm going to get off of here. And I can't remember what I was going to call or do after here. Like I said, Mom was rubbing off on me. Anyways, love ya. Have a great night. Bye now.